Hey, my name is Catherine Glaze, and today I'm going to be talking about media bias. So, the article that I chose to use today is from FoxNews.com, and it's talking about the bias in their own reporters. So, it states in the second paragraph that more than 1,600 journalists responded to a survey from Syracuse University's Newhouse School of Public Communications, and only 3.4% of the U.S. journalists claimed to be Republicans, while another 36.4% are saying that they're Democrats. Now, with this alone, you can tell that there is going to be some bias here. Whether it is intentional or unintentional, it's just proven to be that way. If I believe in one thing and I'm writing about the opposite of what I believe in, I'm obviously not going to be stating the benefits, how this is better, blah, 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 whatever. In that section, I'm going to be more writing about how it's more harmful because I believe the opposite. And this is the same way with the news. And Fox News itself, it's calling out its journalists in this sentence saying, hey, this portion of you are Republican, this portion of you are Democrats, so of course there's going to be some bias. I think it was more so an attempt to get the community off their backs a little bit when they're talking about their bias, because you can't really get past it unless you're using robots or AI or something, because humans are always going to have emotions, and they're always going to have opinions, and they're always going to have different point of views. Now, when I was researching what to do for this, it immediately popped up in this Fox News article where it says, quote, "Remember when the press tried to tally then President Donald Trump so-called lies? For President Biden, they called them misstatements or ignore them entirely," which I could be biased because I am a Republican. I very much agree with that. I don't think that you can be saying, hey, this is right, this is right, this is right, this is right, or this is wrong, 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 for two separate people. You have to point out the positive and the negatives for both sides for there to not be bias. And it also talks about the border control problems in this article as well. It says that 96% agreement is how the press tries to convince you that the border isn't a problem when even Democrat mayors are screaming that it is, and their cities only hit with a tiny portion of what red states have to endure. And this is how you get an elite press that pretends ordinary Americans can afford food, rent, mortgages, when those same Americans tell you that they can't, and 96% are worried about the economy. It's so bad for the 1/4 of Americans that are doom spending money when they don't have to compensate. And I very much agree with this statement because the border is an issue. Whether what political party that you're in, it's an issue. And that shows bias. It's showing that these certain people in this little box over here are saying, hey, this isn't a problem, it's okay, we'll just keep sending more money. And then 96% of Americans are over here saying, hey, it's a problem. You need to listen to us. You need to understand that it comes from this and this and this and this. And there's bias in it. Obviously, the people that are saying that it isn't a problem are biased and leaning to whichever side, that's not my right to say. But anyways, I just also wanted to finish off saying how media bias is very, very damaging for people that don't understand or aren't educating themselves. Now, for a person like me, I'm a 20, almost 21-year-old female, and I'm going to be watching the news, and I'm going to believe what they're saying. It's the same thing with TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, any social media form. There's always going to be biased. And that's why I've always encouraged people when they're talking about certain even political issues that you always need to do your own research. You can't just rely on Fox or CNN, because it even says at foxnews.com that there is bias. Thank you.